Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to your weekly reading for May 2nd. Spirit, let's see what's going on. Week of May 2nd for Sagittarius. Let's see what's the what. I am not taking all of those cards. I only want one. Oh, well, that's interesting. Oh, okay. Let's see what this is all about. What's going on? Okay, first card up we have Knight of Wands. Then we have King of Wands. And then we have the Six of Swords. That's an interesting one. So what do I get first glance? First glance, I get Knight of Wands. This is you. You are a raring to go. You're like, yeah, let's do this thing. And you know what? You're getting support from your inner king going, yep, I think it's a good one. This is sort of the more mature voice of reason of like the wands, right? The court cards going, it's like asking your dad for advice. Yeah, Dad, I want to do this. And Dad's like, it's a pretty good idea. That's the kind of energy I'm feeling from that. And the Six of Swords, this is moving on to something good. It's moving on to something new and moving on to something good. I think wherever you were, I don't think was terrible, but it was definitely, you know what? The grass is greener on the other side. The grass is greener on the other side is what I'm getting from this trio of cards, right? Spirit, so let's get some oracle cards and a little more intel on what this is all about. What's your week shaping up like? Oh, really now? Spirit, well, that's an interesting card to get. This card's come up for so many people for this week. Spirit, there's a lot of similar energies and themes for everybody. Oh, Spirit. Feels like you're going out on your own about something, whether it's a job, business, relationship, whatever. I'm feeling like you're making a change for yourself there. Spirit. Yeah, I'm wondering, this is something like you're going out on your own kind of thing. Very much the kind of energy I'm feeling. One more card. Spirit. Ooh, come here. Come on, one more. One more. Well, I think you got some good stuff happening here. Good stuff. Okay, hang on. Separating all my cards. Get my act together. Okay, let's take a look. First, we're going to look at the Knight of Wands. So the two cards that came out, we have last quarter moon in Sagittarius, and this is practice gratitude. And then we have the color violet, and this is create a balanced life. What I'm feeling is like this thing that you want to do, this idea, could be a person you want to pursue romantically, whatever this is. It's like, how do I explain this? Okay, so where it's saying create a balanced life, it's almost like, okay, I'm going to use a relationship analogy because it's going to work best, because this might be a better relationship. I'm not sure. Okay, so point is, this would be like, say, when you get into relationships, it's all about the sex, right? This card is saying, okay, sex isn't the only thing in a relationship. There's more to a relationship than that, right? And so the practice gratitude is saying, you need to recognize the other important things about a partner, right? And that's, I think this is where you're kind of like, it's like coming into your own and going, like maturing, starting to level up a little bit, like moving from that Knight of Wands to the King of Wands, right? So the king is looking at you going, okay, kid, I see I see you're getting it now, right? Just because, you know, there's all these other facets to a relationship that you need to think about and be cognizant of and work on even doesn't mean the sex goes away. Don't worry, it's still there. It's still there. Don't panic, right? It's that kind of feeling. And so with the King of Wands energy, which I love, the 2 cards that came out, we have Cat Spirit. This is claim your independence. And then the other card is pleasure, delight, embrace, and open. Same thing, right? So this is like, it's like the claim your independence piece is, yeah, it's about being independent, but understanding that you can have your independence while being in a relationship. You can do both. And when you do, you'll realize how pleasurable that can be. That's the pleasure card, right? But see how the other 2 buzzwords here are embrace and open. You have to be open to trying different things with different people to see what resonates with you from an emotional maturity perspective, okay? So I'm feeling there's some of that happening this week. Even though this is very Wands, like there's no cups on the board or anything. There's not a lot of water, but that's what I'm feeling from this. The cards that came out for the 6 of Swords, hang on, I gotta put my glasses on. The first card up is past life, and this is a cultural experience. It is behind you, and regression. It's like, sorry, I thought I just saw something there. It's like you need to look back in the past as the way you did things, right? And you're going to have to make sure you leave that behind. This is the 6 of Swords moving along, right? Remember how I said you are moving on to greener pastures, greener grass is greener on the other side or whatever? Yeah, but you have to make sure that when you look back in the past at your past behaviors and how you used to do things, you can't take that with you. It's not going to work, right? You can't say, okay, you know what? I want to have a more balanced relationship. You know, I'm not just going to think about sex, you know, or that my partner is good looking and buff and has a perfect body and all that stuff. Not that those things are bad things, but you have to think about what's inside as well and what you're both giving to the relationship and not just in the bedroom, right? So that's important to remember. And the 6 of Swords, the other card that came out is success. Yeah, you know why? Because you can do it. It's going to work out really well as long as you leave this stuff from the past in the past. Yep, that's going to be key. So let's get you some advice cards. Spirit. Whoop. No, I do not want a big chunk of them. No. We're going to get you advice cards. Oh. Oh my God, it's so funny. I love it. Advice cards before we close it out. Oh, how cute is that? Wait till you see this card. It's so adorable. Oh, interesting. Okay, this came out again. Okay, so these are your advice cards, right? So remember this. The first one up is full moon in Leo. Go wild. So yeah, right? You can still have that fun and that pleasure and all that fun stuff balanced, right? With everything else. And it's funny because right beside it is Nightingale Spirit. Love is all around. How sweet is that? Look at that cute little card, right? So you've got your wild side and you've got your love. So you've got that balance of the love and the passion. You know what I mean? So both are there. You can have them both and maintain that balance. But maintaining the balance is what's going to be a little tricky for you. If you manage it, that's when the success comes, right? And then the last card for advice, it's called Light Body. And it says, independence brings comfort. We have past restrictions and ancestral healing, right? This is again, saying you can keep your independence while being with somebody, right? But you're going to have to let that crap from the past go. All those like thoughts and patterns and stuff that you had in the past, it's not going to work going forward if you want to have that nice balanced relationship while still maintaining your independence. That's what I got to say about that. So we're going to leave it there. Yeah, would love for you to like, share, subscribe, and comment. It really helps my little channel grow. And comments are so much fun because I get to see what you guys are up to, have a chat with you, and let me know how your week goes, right? So I'm very much looking forward to that. So we're going to leave it there. And until I see you again, much love and light, health and wellness, peace and prosperity. Take care, Sagittarius. Bye.